Hello, and welcome back to the Fruit of Grisaia, a Money Route edition. And the first of the real H scene stuff went up as an episode, and guys, God, why do you enjoy my suffering? Well, like I said at the end of the last one, it's not too horrible. I'm the first one, maybe, yes. And I'm not going to just go through all of them. I'm probably just going to continue what I have been doing in terms of if it does come up again, I'm going to like, okay, is there story here? Is there story here? Nope, nope, no, okay. I'm feeling like I'm done with the story parts and then just rifle through them at a point when it just becomes like, no, I don't want to deal with this anymore. And there is a reason I don't normally do this. And it's fine that I do this every once in a while when people are pretty adamant, especially. Most people were. Some people obviously disagree. And I believe that was the case when this was originally being suggested in the first place, that it's necessary to get the full story properly conveyed. Like, I did enjoy the censored all ages versions plenty. It's not like this is a... Like, you can see the change, but it's not like I don't feel as though, unless it really is important to the plot elements, like really actually important, like it legitimately becomes a different story without it, I'd ever be willing to do it, but that does seem to happen in some cases. And I could sort of see why here, at least at this point. Maybe. I guess we'll see. So, it's fine. I'm fine with it. But yeah, any H scene stuff, if they try to put too much plot stuff in an actual H scene, chances are I'm gonna miss a good chunk of it. So, hey, Amane, I need to tell you something.
Nani?
It's important, alright? Listen carefully.
Nani yo? 私今晩ご飯の用意で忙しいんだけど。
No, not really. I know, it won't take long.
何?
About my part-time job. My workplace, that is.
ああ、その話？話せないなら無理に話さなくていいよ。
But, well...
JB さんとか榊さんから言われたの。聞かない方が幸せだって。
And you're willing to accept that?
いいよ。
I see.
もう晩ご飯の準備に戻ってもいい？
You seem awfully... Admittedly, I was probably a little hard on her by the end of it, just like personally. And I haven't played this for a while, so the, I guess, frustration aspect of it has cooled down a bit in my my mind, I suppose. But it is a bit weird that you have such anxiety about Yuuji wanting to potentially go with a different girl, yet you're perfectly fine with all this aspect of it. At the very least, you're not saying shit. You seem to be relatively willing to be open if Yuuji, like, brings up the subject at the very least. Proactive at the very least. Yeah?
今日はね、広島産の牡蠣が安かったから牡蠣フライにしてみた。ユージは牡蠣大丈夫だよね？
No, they're a favorite of mine, actually.
そう、よかった。
What's wrong?
そうだった。ユージに渡すものがあったんだ。はい、これ。
Oh? What's this thing? A stuffed dog?
お守りだよ。私の手作り。万華入りなんだぞ。
Does that show up in the recording? It might, since I'm just generally recording the screen. Yeah, that's my headphone volume. I forget that that comes up there when I change it on that. I'm gonna ignore that. And for some reason you've written drive carefully on it.
だってあんたがどんな仕事してるかなんて知らないし。
Yeah, let's just ignore the other part. She was probably joking anyway. I hope.
でも危険なお仕事なんでしょ？
Yep, that it is.
だからお守りね。
I'm sorry, Amane.
いいよ。 あんたが無事で戻ってきてくれるなら私は何も聞かないからさ。
But that's not something I can promise. Honestly, at this point, I really don't believe that, I have a hard time believing that, honestly, either of them actually loves each other? I think it might develop that way, but it definitely feels like kids being like, this is my first, like, true, like, really romantic feeling for another. It must be true. True love. That sort of thing. Alright then. Thank you, Amane.
どういたしまして。
You're a good woman, Amane. Oh, especially Yuuji. Especially Yuuji. Oh, like, everything that he thinks about Amane, it's not like, oh, it's like, I really like her as a person. It's like, nah, man, she's, like, really convenient. She's very accepting. She's very easy to deal with. And that's, like, the majority of it. You're a good woman, Amane. You know that? I love a good woman. Took a focused effort on my part not to start blubbering like an idiot. I guess most people would probably snicker to hear me say it. Kind of overacting a little. Over a little trinket like that, aren't you? But for me, it's more than enough. If I had to make an analogy, maybe it's something like a short letter from the homeland that reaches a ragged, dispirited soldier on the front lines. A single sheet of paper, written by some anonymous female student as a class assignment. Sometimes that's enough to give a man courage and the determination to go on. Human beings are simple beings at heart. As I hold Amane's amulet in my hand, a thought strikes me. A dog, huh? I told her she resembles a dog the other day, so I think it's fair to say this was a considered choice. Not only a lucky charm, but also something of a forget-me-not. Dangerous work. Yeah, that it is. No denying it. One way or another, this relationship might end up leaving her miserable. That has weighed heavily on my mind all this time. But when I accepted Amane's feelings in the form of that charm, I felt as though I'd received something else in the bargain. Something like a home. There's no reason to overthink this anymore. No reason to get caught up speculating about what might go wrong. If I have a home, all I need to think about is how to keep on finding my way back to it. I'm done worrying. Ah, that's a nice thought at the very least. Again, I think it might develop into actual love at a point.
Yuuji, お昼だよ。お弁当食べよう。
I mean, yeah, like I said, I think it might develop into actual love at a point, but it definitely did not feel like it at the point when they started saying that they love each other. And I definitely don't believe it's quite there yet. I believe sentiments like that might drive Yuuji to actually truly feel that way. But outside, like, that's the first real thought about it, where I could actually buy that he's developed the feeling. It's something a bit more close to actual love than that, but yeah, sounds like a plan.
今日もね、ビタミンたっぷりの緑黄色野菜とサポニンたっぷりの皮付き根菜の煮物に DHA および EPA たっぷりの青魚の王様焼きサバ弁当だぞ。
Maybe it's just because I take that word very seriously in my own opinion. It's not something that I use lightly, and it's not something that I would say about another person, at least in the romantic sense, lightly, because I don't want to be dishonest with that sort of sentiment, because it's very important, in a way. Which has impacted me in my life before, but it is a thing. Why are you talking about the specifics?
これでカルシウムもバッチリ骨元気。
I'm not 5. Indeed, sounds nice. Macro happens to be a favorite of mine.
ほらサバ、綺麗に焼けてるでしょ。これね、電子レンジで焼いたんだよ。最近はいろいろと便利な世の中になったよね。はいオンして食べさせてあげる。
Microwaves have been around for decades, man. Even at this point. Oh, and Yuuji is saying that he likes things a lot more than he normally does, doesn't he? What's wrong? Go ahead.
何？なんか素直で気持ち悪い。何を企んでいるの？
Oh my goodness. What do you want from me? If you're going to feed me, hurry up and get started. Waiting my mouth hanging open makes me feel like a complete idiot.
うん、 じゃあサバからね。はい、あーん。
Oh, good. Okay, I'll have some vegetables next. Give me some of that boiled lotus root.
レンコン。はい、
Yeah. This is delicious too.
なんだこれ、ちょっと幸せかも。
What were you
いや
not?
いやいや、でもなんで急に素直になったの？
It's honestly less fun to play along. It is a lot less fun. I came to the realization that I've never had much in the way of dignity to begin with. No point in acting proud. If you want to do this sort of thing, Mane, I'll go along with it. What a freaking sentence. I came to the realization that I never had much in the way of dignity to begin with.
そうなんだ。でもなんだろう、それはそれで少し寂しいような気も。
Are we done then? It's kind of a pain to have to ask you for every mouthful, to be honest. I'd rather eat as I please.
うん。いいな、バカップルプレイいいな。ね、お兄ちゃん、私もそれやりたい。はい、して、
No, Magina, you have to stop trying to make this a thing. This is never gonna work. It never should work. You don't get it, Magina. Chopping food into a man's mouth is a privilege reserved for his girlfriend. If you want me to eat off your chopsticks, you need to get the express written consent of Amane, notarized in triplicate.
なんだよそれ。いや、別にそんぐらいで怒ったりしないよ。
Then, give permission. You're dangerously soft. The more you let the little things slide, the faster they'll pile up into a serious problem. Magina, if you want to play Sappy Lovebirds, you can do it with Sachi.
はい、呼びましたか？
That would be funny in its own right. Ah, Sachi. Sorry, but would you mind playing a sickeningly lovey-dovey couple with Magina?
バカップルごっこですか？それは一体どういう？
Alright. Step 1 would be to open your mouth.
はい、フェラチオですか？
No. No, it is not. Also, it'd be nice if you didn't just casually blurt out a word like that.
すみません、メイドなので。
Oh boy. Seems like we're going to have to start by clearing up some seriously fundamental misunderstandings here. The word maid does not mean professional blowjob provider in a frilly dress. Okay.
はい、他にも、はい。
That is not what I'm saying. Whatever. This is going nowhere fast. Go ahead, Magina. Feed Sachi to your heart's content.
まあいいや。ほい、サチ、口あーんしてみ。よいしょっと。あれ？入んないのよ。起きて。起きよ。こんなに起きよ。起きて。
Oh, what the fuck? Good, we have ourselves a lightly erotic undercurrent. This should be acceptable.
いや、よかないでしょ。別にあんするぐらいしてあげればいいじゃない。
You were like... Were you like really... It was not that long ago that you were really anxious about this sort of stuff. I refuse. For one thing, it's embarrassing.
そう？さっきは平気な顔してあーんってしてたじゃない。
Right. But that's because you were the one feeding me, Amane. But there's no damn way I'm going to let anyone else do something like that.
そうなんだ。
Look, can we just eat already?
でもなんかちょっとマキナがかわいそうじゃない？
Honestly, not in the goddamn slightest. These sorts of ground rules inevitably get relaxed with the passing of time, so it's wise to start off by making them a little on the strict side. If you're too lenient from the very beginning, you'll pay for it later.
なるほどね。
Also, Makina is really just looking for some attention. no real need to get it from me in particular. Just take a look. She certainly seems to be enjoying herself.
ほいさっちん、次は緑色のカリフラワーなのよ。マキちゃん、それはブロッコリーって言うんだよ。そうなの？色以外の違いがわかんねえのよさ。全然違うよ。そうなの？まあ、どうでもいいけど。バカップルごっこ楽しい？あんまし。やっぱ私は尽くすより尽くされる方がいいのよさ。今度は私がお兄ちゃんの役やるから、さっちんがあまねえの役ね。
ははははは。
わかった。やってみるね。
Oh, wait, if... Okay.
あまねよ。
Wait, what?
なーに？ユージ。ハバネ
Wait.
ロ。マキちゃん、あまねよとハバネロじゃあ発音しか合ってないよ。似たようなもんじゃね。
I'm losing the ability to focus on what they're trying to do here.
全然違うというか別物だと思うよ。別物というと自然と自然界ぐらい違う？
What?
その例えはよくわからないよ、マキちゃん。ああ、じゃあ3色線と5色線ぐらい違う？
Ah, okay.
それも全然わからないよ。それは飛行機？
I know totally where she gets this from, but was she really doing that much in detail in terms of, like, it feels sort of sudden that she's just like spouting all this stuff like off like it's like normal.
飛行機なんざみんな同じだと思ってやがるな。そんな認識だから3色線と P51D を誤認するのよさ。
I don't remember her being like this in any other route either.
ごめんね。今度調べておくから。ならばよし。飯を食わせろ。はい。どう？おいしい？大好物なり。次はミートボールでよろしきや。はい、ミートボールね。おまっこ触った手でぐちゃぐちゃこねて作ったミートボールだよ。はい。おいしい？
I don't think a game has ever left me speechless as much as this one has in this route alone. Oh my fucking goodness. I assume she's joking.
さねえユージ、そろそろ殴ってでもやめさせた方が良くないかな。
I mean, they're being stupid, but not really. What the hell? Is that really how we appear to them? Okay, the joke is that they're trying to pretend... Oh, that's why she's fucking saying that, because she's trying to pretend to be Yuuji. Is that really how... Okay, I wasn't even thinking about that part of it. If so, I think I may have to consider a bout of borderline suicidal depression. I mean, do I really go around talking like a drill instructor with a stick up his ass?
いくら私だって料理の前はちゃんと手ぐらい洗うっての。
I mean, you're not wrong.
はい、ユージ。次は尻尾まで美味しいエビフライだよ。おも、噛むのが面倒だ。貴様が噛め。
Wait, what? Wait, no, okay, this might be too far.
噛んだか。噛んだらそれを俺に食わせろ。じゃあお口を開けて。
No, 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 no.
どう？おいしい？
What the fuck, game?
おいしい。
What the fuck?
うわー、こら、あんたたちそれはさすがにヤバいから。つうか私たちそんなことしてないから。
Yeah. Oh, yes, we don't do that. Oh, no hesitation, even when given an utterly outrageous order. Is Sachi a pro or what?
あんたも変なとこで感心してないで止めなさいよ。
And then again, pulling them apart now might only just fuel the flames of their forbidden love, don't you think?
いいから。
Alright, alright. Alright, you two. That's enough. Mommy's getting angry, so the game's over. Stop playing with your food and eat it.
はーい。
Oh, if we were going to stop them, why didn't we stop them before it actually happened? Lately, I think there may have been some subtle changes in the way my acquaintances approach me, yes. Not just because of the relationship, but because of the, unrated versions. My decision to stop overthinking things probably has something to do with it. Yeah, a little.
最近のあなた、少し顔が穏やかになったわね。
Have I?
丸くなったというか、つきものが落ちたというか、何かすっきりとした感じね。
Can't say that I'm particularly conscious of it.
いいことだと思うわよ。ただ、あまりふぬけてしまっても、逆に仕事の時にミスをしないか心配だけれど。
A fair point. Come to think of it, I'd been planning to have this discussion at some point. Tell me, Sakaki, how much have you dug up?
あら、何のこと？
You know what? My employer, of course.
確か、有限会社アサヒクリーンだったかしら。電話が一本しかない不思議な会社だとは思ったけれど、それ以上のことは何も知らないわよ。
I don't care that you know the truth, but do me a favor and don't spread it around to the others.
聞かれたって話さないわよ。頭のおかしい女だと思われたら嫌だもん。
You know, like, Micha. So you do know after all.
知らないわ。
Yeah, that's the spirit. Even if the guy who's asking seems like an ally, keep on playing dumb to the very end.
面倒な男ね。
That, at least, I'm conscious of.
まあ、せいぜいスオさんを泣かさないように気をつけることね。彼女、次はもう耐えられないわよ。
A repeat. Interesting. Well, there's only really one thing in this discussion that a repeat could mean. What's that supposed to mean?
いやね。なんだか今日の私、やけにおしゃべりだわ。今のは忘れてちょうだい。
Does it have something to do with the reason Amane's at the school?
そうよ。
Alright, then I won't ask you anything more. Just as I have things I can't speak of to anyone, I'm aware that Amane probably wants to keep certain parts of her past to herself. And if Amane doesn't need to know my secrets, I don't need to know hers.
それがいつになるかはわからないけれど、スオさんはいずれ自分から話してくれると思うわよ。
Right? I mean, Yuuji was himself just basically willing to discuss it to some extent, his own secrets about his current situation at the very least. I don't intend to drag it out of her.
黙っていれば苦しくなるのは彼女の方よ。
Stop being so very vague about it. What?
ああ、ごめんなさい。私、本当喋りすぎね。あなたが話しやすそうな顔をしているのが悪いの。
Yeah, it's all my fault, great. Don't blame the victim.
失礼。私、もう行くわ。
Hey, hold on. What is wrong with that woman? Drops hints left and right, then runs for the damn hills. I'm not a secret. I honestly have no idea what it might be. But just as she's accepted me without question, I'm willing to accept her as she is. Simple as that. I've already decided as much. Nothing else matters. Oh, for fuck. How much of that did you hear? Well, if it isn't Micha, something wrong, eh?
今、ユミコと何話してたのよ。
We were just making some small talk.
それ以上近寄らないで。
What? Okay, for one thing, I haven't taken a single step. What's the problem here?
こんなところでユミコと二人でなんかこそこそと。ちょっとあんた、アマネの彼氏だって自覚はあるの？
Oh, is that what you're concerned about? No, that's news to me. I am aware that Amani's my girlfriend, though.
あ？何それ？どういう意味よ？
It's exactly what it sounds like. Look, what are you so angry about anyways?
いい？あんたはもうアマネの彼氏なんだから。こんなところで他の女と二人っきりで話をしてたら、それはもう浮気なんだからね。
Nope. Nope. I don't really follow the logic here, but wouldn't that mean I'm cheating by talking to you right now?
だから、ちゃんとこうして距離を取って一線を引いてるじゃない。Don't move!
Don't move. Don't move. Don't move. Look, I haven't budged at any point in this conversation.
とにかく、浮気はダメ、金輪際ダメ、ネバーエバー。
Tell me something. Why do you keep finishing your sentences with little bursts of awkward English?
うるさいわね。私ついさっきまで英語の補習を受けてたのよ。どうでもいいでしょそんなこと。まったく、あんたってやつはちょっと目を離すとすぐ女とイチャついて。
I really don't remember flirting with anyone.
ノー、言い訳はノー。いい？あんたがアマネのことをどう思ってるかなんて知らないわよ。でもね、アマネは本気なんだからね。
You think I don't know that? Well, yeah. I guess you wouldn't usually give a guy your virginity as part of an elaborate practical joke.
うっきー、またあんたはそういうこと言う。
I think I have a much better feel for the situation than you do.
いや、あんたにしてみりゃ、アマネなんて何も知らないただの田舎娘で、適当に遊んで飽きたら捨てりゃいいやとか思ってるんでしょ。この悪魔。お、デビル。
Debut. Haha. I'm not from Tokyo, I'm pretty sure.
どうでもいいでしょ。とにかくアマネはあんたなんかが思ってるよりずっと純真で臆病な子なの。もう察しなさいよ、鈍い男ね。
Whoa, that light cut off on its own. You're completely incomprehensible. What do you want from me exactly?
もっとアマネのこと大事にしなさい。あんたなんかね、もったいない女なんだからね、アマネは。
How exactly would I treat her better? True enough, I'm aware of that. I'll take good care of her.
わかってるならいいのよ。もし次にまた浮気の現場を見かけたら、今度は容赦しないからね。飛び蹴りよ、飛び蹴り。
Yeah, if Sakaki can't hit me with a knife, you won't be able to hit me with that. Yeah, understood. Much as you know, any such action on your part may well cause me to counteract reflexively. Allow me to apologize. In advance.
ちょっと反撃すんじゃないわよ。悪いのはあんたなんだからね。
I do understand that, but I can't control my unconscious mind well. Let's see. If it does turn out that way, I guess I'll pay your hospitalization fees.
もういいって。ちょっとどんな反撃する気よ。冗談じゃないわよ。
I'll be as careful as possible, but I'd ask you to do the same. Don't start shrieking about cheating every time you get suspicious. Before you accuse someone of someone of misdeed, you need to calm down and think things over rationally.
わかってるわよ。なんだ。
Oh boy. This one's even worse than the last. Spits out a bunch of nonsensical accusations and then vanishes as quickly as she appeared. Annoying. Yeah, to be honest, I think annoying pretty much covers it. Yeah, she's been sort of less funny in this round. From all accounts, the world seems to be experiencing something of a tsundere boom at the moment. But I'm deeply and sincerely glad I didn't end up with something like that for a girlfriend. But what if they're funny? I wish she was more funny.
なんだかな。どうしてこう私の周りにはおせっかいな女が多いかな。
Do I count in that? How long have you been there?
ミチルの怒鳴り声が聞こえてきたから見に来たんだけど、なんか私の話してるみたいだし、声かけにくくて。
Do you have any idea why she's so angry at me in the first place?
ああ、まあね。あの子はあの子なりに私のことを心配してくれてるんじゃないかな。
Yeah, but it kind of felt like she was throwing a hissy fit while she was at it.
確かにそれも少しあるのかもね。ほら、あの子の知らないうちにいつの間にか私とユージが付き合うことになってたから、それが少し面白くないのかも。
Maybe it was a surprise. I don't see how us dating affects her in any way.
関係がないことも腹が立つんじゃない？それにユージは意外に思うかもしれないけど、あの子ユージのことそんなに嫌いじゃないよ。
True enough. I'm not so sure about that.
ミチルにしてみればさ、自分じゃなくて私が選ばれたことが面白くないし、自分を押しのけて選んだ私を雑に扱うユージがまたムカつくんじゃない？
Am I treating you badly? Might not be obvious, but I'm actually trying pretty hard to be considerate of you.
私は十分に大切にしてもらってると思ってるよ。
So, in the end, Michiru just wanted to bitch at me over nothing. Huh. Now that's what you call a hissy fit.
せめてやきもちって言ってあげなよ。もし私が逆の立場でユージとミチルが付き合うことになったら、やっぱり同じようにミチルを大事にするんだよって言うと思うし。
I mean, I've slept since then, but I don't really remember you doing that. Women are such a pain in the ass.
そうだよ。女ってのは面倒なの。でね、面倒ついでにいいかな。
What a way to introduce something. For one. Oh, spare me the unattached pronouns.
だからね、今日も私をいじめてよ。お願い。いいでしょ？
Can we not? What, here?
寮に帰ってからでもいいけど。そうだ、こっち来て。
Look, what are you planning?
いいからいいからね。
I don't wanna. No. I'm the one who decides to accept Amane, to be considerate of her needs and play along with her games. Can't very well complain about such minor moments of selfishness. There's still a line. For one thing, I'm pretty sure there's more to this aggressive physical neediness than her fondness for playing this slut. And my acceptance offers Amane some reassurance, some relief from her anxiety. That's enough for me. There's no reason for me to run my mouth. Oh, at least it skipped it. Thank goodness.
ねえお兄ちゃん、もう8時過ぎなのよ。一緒にお風呂入りに行くのよさ。
Let me know when it's past 12 and then maybe. Did you get Amane's permission?
なーによ、もう夜なんだから大きな声出さないの。
ねえ、お兄ちゃんと一緒にお風呂入っていい？
もうそんな時間？ほんとだ。ユージ、悪いけどマキナをお風呂に入れてあげてくれる？
Fine by me, but when are you planning to bathe, Amane?
私今日記書いてるから後で入るよ。
Understood. Alright, Makina, let's seize the moment.
ちょっとユージ、分かってるとは思うけど、マキナの処女膜引っ張って遊んだりするんじゃないわよ。
And if it's not for my amusement? Of course not. What kind of person do you think I am, anyways?
よし、そんじゃお風呂入ってよし。アヒル以外のおもちゃを持っていくんじゃないわよ。
Yes, I'm just gonna, take her virginity as she plays with her rubber duck.
今日はお兄ちゃんと一緒だから、アヒルじゃなくて囲碁を持ってっていい？
I don't know what that is.
囲碁？何それ？
潜水艦なのよさ。今日は晩ご飯カレーだったし、お風呂でテニアンごっこして、お風呂上がりにサイダー飲むの。
まあいいけど、あんま長湯しないのよ。
わーってるのよ。ほんじゃお兄ちゃん、お風呂行こうぜ。サウナでクロリンガスが発生したバッテリー室ごっこしよ
just an observation, but you've been turning into something of a war freak lately. I don't remember it ever getting this bad in the other routes.
まあ良いではないか。行くぞ、小水雷鳥。
I mean, even in your route, we were playing like war games, snipers and shit, and you didn't really seem that bad about it. Captain, why am I on the torpedoes anyway?
はいはい、万歳ってね。いいから早く行ってきなさいよ。
今日は海軍だから万歳じゃなくて棒を振れっての。あまねえは全然わかってねえのな。
Well, we're dealing with an amateur. I'll let it slide.
というか、マキナはいつからプロになったの？
When she looked at one magazine and probably memorized everything in it.
まあいっか。日記はどこまで書いたんだっけ？まずは育児日記か。
Child-rearing diary. That's a... Makina's been very cheerful and energetic lately. Probably because she started playing outside of Yuuji on a regular basis. I don't know what exactly they get up to out there, but sometimes she comes back absolutely covered in mud. As the person who has to wash her clothes, it's a little aggravating at times, but I think it's a positive change for her, so I've decided to tolerate the hassle. She's been eating more meals as well. I've been trying to keep her somewhere around 1,500 calories a day on average, but she's got a habit of snacking secretly. Need to be careful. And then again, she also seems to be very active. Not only is she eating more, she's eating it faster. On the meal, something like curry, where all the ingredients are mixed together, she'll go all out and drain it down like a drink. It's bad for the digestion to go down food that fast. Also, if she doesn't chew and savor the taste a little, the meal won't seem as filling. And she'll get hungry faster. Need to do something about this as well. Countermeasures. Try to make more meals with distinct side dishes. It takes longer for her to get the food to her mouth that way, so she'll spend more time chewing. Adjust her diet towards nutritious, easy to digest foods. Monitor her habits. Wow, okay. This is extremely elaborate. These days, Makina seems to be getting stronger emotionally, as well as physically. She doesn't burst into tears over little failures like opening a milk carton from the wrong end like she used to. Really? I didn't realize that she was that bad before. Her view of herself is less pessimistic. She isn't wallowing in self-pity over her mistakes. I think Yuuji has a lot to do with that. The forceful way he tells her you can do it if you try helps, but the confident example he provides is just as valuable. I'm convinced she really needed that sort of father figure in her life. She's gotten so much more positive and proactive thanks to Yuuji that it almost feels wrong to complain. And I've got to say, she's also been talking a little like a military nut lately. Her tone and vocabulary are getting stranger by the day. I mean, I'm not saying that's a bad thing in itself, but Makina's a girl. I can't help but feeling a little uneasy to see her transforming into a tiny drill sergeant. Definitely something to address.
まあ、育児日記はこんなところかな。そんじゃ次は彼氏日記でもつけますか。
You really keep these? Interesting. Breakfast, a thick whole wheat toasted margarine, aloe yogurt, and a hard-boiled egg. Also some minestrone that I had waiting in the fridge. Lunch, grilled mackerel with a side of stew, featuring carrots and lotus roots. I tried throwing in some dumplings filled with a chicken and tofu mix, lightly sprinkled with some plum sauce. Ate them without complaint. Doesn't seem to enjoy meat as such, but as long as the flavor's not too strong, I don't think it really bothers him. Chicken seems to be a good fit. A nice discovery. Dinner. Navy-style curry at Makina's request, demanded it after seeing some submarine movie with Yuuji on satellite TV. First thought was, what the heck is Navy-style curry supposed to be anyways? But when I looked it up on the net, I found lots of recipes. I guess it's a traditional sailor food. Seems to be popular in Yokosuka too. I pretty much slapped it together from the recipe, but it was a big hit. Yuuji loved it. Yuuji's total caloric intake for the day: 1920 kilocalories. Slightly on the low side, I think. Recently, I feel he started losing body fat again. Time to slightly increase the carbohydrates and vegetable fats in his diet. See, that's the real key. The reason she's having so much sex with him is so that she can get a real feel for his body. and figure out, oh, okay, you're losing a little fat here. Okay, I gotta change your diet a little bit. That's really what it is, yeah? Echo's onto something, right?
まあこんなものかな。
That is less of a boyfriend diary, and it seems more like a like nothing to do with the boyfriend aspect.
一応あれのことも書いておこうかな。またユージに抱かれた。
Well, at least I don't have to say this one.
いや、抱かれたというよりは抱かせたと言った方が正解かもしれない。
I didn't expect this. God damn it. I was so happy that it had, like, not actually come out again. And we have dialogue and everything. Are we seriously going to do this? I mean, here of all places.
何言ってんのよ。こんな場所だからいいんじゃない。
What's that supposed to mean?
そう、こんな場所だからいい。ユージがそれを望むなら、どんな場所であろうと、どんな行為であろうと、私はそれを受け入れる。これもまた、私の決意表明だ。
Where the fuck are you?
ねえ、ユージ、ゴム持ってる？
Of course not.
参ったな。私も持ってないのよね。寮に帰ればあるんだけど。
So go back to the motherfucking dorm.
まあいいか。ね、早く。誰か来ちゃうよ。
We could just go back to the dorm, you know.
で、寮に戻ったら私着替えちゃうよ。制服のまましてみたくない？
Just keep the school uniform on if that's the big deal. Can't say that I really care.
私がしてみたいの。いいから入れて。
Fine, fine, here goes. No!
何これ。やばい。全然感触違う。ユージのおちんが私のおっぱいもユージのおちんが
More excited than usual. Alright. Right.
ダメ、そここそ
No! Okay. I'm just gonna like censor this out by being like, no, we're not going to. Nope, I heard a beep. At least there's no slurping. I'm not sure this is any better than slurping though. And it's like very constant too.
全部出して。私の中に全部出してよ、
And
ユージ。
oh my goodness. Okay.
やだ、もう抜いちゃうの？
Did anything even remotely important happen there? Did that hard, violent cock really fit me? Did that hard, violent cock really fill me up with this gentle warmth? I see. Right now I'm making a baby with Yuuji. Oh, right. He wasn't wearing a condom at all, was he? That wasn't like... He didn't like... Okay, well, yeah, nothing particularly important happened. They just sort of had sex and he didn't have a condom. Yeah. All the way to climax. The instant when a guy pops it out right after he's finished coming is the absolute best.
そうなんだ。これは新発見だ。メモしておこう。ってそうじゃなくて。ねえ、まだできるでしょ。もう一回してよ。
No. No game. I want to get a freaking newspaper. I want to hit her over the head sometimes being like, no, battle money. Are you for real?
やだもう。そんな目頭押さえて手を仰がないでよ。ねえ、ダメ？
Look, I mean...
よし、そこまで言うなら仕方がない。アナルでやらしてあげる。どうよ。
How am I supposed to respond to that? Look, that's not something you just do on a spur of a moment whim, alright?
大丈夫。こんなこともあろうかといつもお尻きれいにしてます。 お風呂でちょっと広げる練習とかもしました。
Oh,
指2本くらいなら入るの確認済みです。
oh, for fuck's sake. Are you a deviant or what? I'm seriously disturbed.
そういうこと言わないの。いつユージがケツ出せって言い出してもいいようにって頑張ったんだよ。それをあなたド変態ってひどいよ。
It's not really wrong. Yeah, I know. My bad. Thanks, Amane. I love anal sex. Yay, we.
よろしい。じゃあさせてあげる。
Are you sure about this? We're back to...
大丈夫。ほら、おいで。
It's basically forcing him at this point. He's not unwilling, but he definitely doesn't want to. Okay, I'm putting it in. Okay.
自分で言い出しておいてなんだけど。
Okay. Yeah, I have a very hard time imagining this will be anything other than just the process of getting used to it. No. God, stop. Okay. Just looking at briefly what's being said.
なんだろう。目の前が暗くなってきた。
The lights went off? Okay, whatever. What's going on here? Turn out the lights.
あれ？そっか。私、気を失うのかな。
That's a problem.
倒れるときは頭を打たないように気をつけないと。ごめんね、ユージ。ごめん。許して、ユージ。で、気がついたらユージに抱っこされてて、部屋のベッドに寝かされてたのよね。失敗したな。
Oh my fucking goodness. Oh my, for fuck's sake. I do seriously think this would be... I know there's some enjoyment for me LPing something that's just like, nope, don't want, nope. I love anal sex. Okay. Saying ridiculous. Someone did comment, it's like, oh my goodness, I'd be so embarrassed to say this stuff out loud. I gotta be honest, like, I replied to them, but just to say that, like, everyone's like, I gotta be honest, I'm past the point of being numb. Or I'm past the point of, like, caring about saying anything in particular out loud. I will say, like, I've been doing this long enough that I'm pretty numb to that mere concept. I'm just saying things. Now, if I said it to, like, your face and read it out loud with you, like, in the room looking at me, that might not be great. But I'm pretty numb to the actual aspect of saying it out loud and you guys hearing me in the actual recording and the edited episode. Honestly, it makes no difference. Any sort of awkwardness does not come from that at the very least. It's just like, no, this is not good.
でもこれで一応全穴制覇よね。いや待てよ、まだ耳の穴とか鼻の穴があるよね。そういうプレイってのもあるのかしら。ちょっと調べてみようかな。
No, I'm not even gonna say what I just thought. No.
っていうか、私のこの体験記タイガーガールに投稿したら怒られるかな。
Yes, so much yes.
まあどうせ送るならもっとマニアックなプレイの方が掲載されやすそうだし。そうね、次は耳コキか鼻コキに挑戦してみようかな。
Holy shit, no. Ah.
どうしたのよさ、お兄ちゃん。
Why the fuck do I need to fucking censor her here? This is not the thing I was... God damn it. I don't know, but I just felt shivering down my spine.
私の中で温めてあげようか。
Cut it out. You want to face Amani's wrath.
んだよもう。こっちはもう魚雷発射。
Torpedo officer, spare me the bizarre analogies. Get over here already. I'll wash your head. Get the... No. Also a nope.
全部発射開始。浸水。
Okay. Spare me the bizarre analogies. Get over here. I'll wash your head. Alright, here comes hot water. I'm aware that Money's keeping a diary, but I've never once discussed it with her. Honestly, I'm not especially interested. JB once told me the contents of women's diary, like those of her purse, are best left unseen. Helps preserve your pleasant illusions. True enough, I guess. But then again, when I look at JB or Principal Tachibana these days, I get the feeling that clinging too strongly to your romantic fantasies about the opposite sex can be problematic in its own right. In any case, women are complicated creatures. When you actually start dating one, you'll inevitably end up seeing many different sides of her. Sometimes that must be downright disillusioning. Fortunately, that hasn't been my experience. While I'll admit I find Amani's hyperactive sex drive somewhat puzzling, I really don't have anything to complain about in that or any other regard. I understand that women at her age have a strong sense of sexual curiosity, and after all, this is her first relationship. It's only natural that she'd want to try out a lot of different things. And while I can't deny the possibility something else may be motivating her behavior, I've decided to stop overthinking things. I'll give her my half-hearted cooperation until she gets bored of these aggressive carnal acts, or antics. Oh my goodness.
明日から夏休み。いよいよ待望の夏休みよ。
People did say that they were front-loaded, right? They did say that they were front-loaded, yeah? The H scenes, at least in the one episode of the H scenes that have come up and people have commented on. So hopefully she does get a little bit bored of it. I'm not really sure I see where the story is going at the moment. Outside of potentially the changes in her sexual curiosity, which is like the closest. Like, she does seem to be becoming a bit more demanding, isn't she? And you know, Yuuji did say something back when where Amane's pretty good about being told when she's told no. She's just like, and she's like maybe a little bit like, no, Amane, that's not what you're supposed to do. She's pretty receptive to that and being like, okay, I'm sorry, I went too far, that sort of thing. And Yuji's not even trying to do that anymore. He's just letting her do whatever she wants. Honestly, at a point, I think he just likes the sex and is likes the convenience and other aspects of the relationship to the point where, I don't know, he's just sort of letting things. I don't know. It feels like he's not making his opinion known enough. He's not like pushing for too. I think you know what I'm getting at.
カムサハムニだ。何その三段活用っていうか最後別の意味になってるよね。夏休みぐらいでどうしてそこまでテンションが上げられるのか不思議だわ。
何言ってんのよ。夏休みよ。サマーのバケーションなのよ。ナミコこそなんでそんなテンション低いわけ？
授業がないということ以外何も変化はないような気もするけど。
ユミちゃんは若いくせに枯れた老人のような発想なのよさ。夏なのよ。夏と新しいことに挑戦する気持ちをなくしたらすでに老化は始まっているのよ。そうよね、お兄ちゃん。
Well, the last time I tried a new thing was when I was willing to do the unrated route of a visual novel on my YouTube channel. I'm not sure if I regret it yet, but you know, time will tell. Yeah, I guess so.
世の中は絶えず進歩し続ける。その進歩についていけず変わることを恐れて自分の中にある価値観にしがみつき、あまつさえそれを他者にまで強制する。それを老害というのです。
Well, that's harsh.
夏休みがくだらないとは何事か。それは進化を諦め偽りの価値観にしがみつく惨めな老人の発言なのよ。榊由美子、あんた老害が服着て歩いてるような女だな。
You know, sometimes it's hard to tell how serious she's being.
夏休みを冷静に受け止めたというだけでこうも侮辱されるとは。
I don't know. I do think she's overreacting, though. And I know she's joking somewhat, but still. Too over the top to tolerate, but too close to the truth to brush aside. An excellent piece of agitation to produce such a marked irritation in an apathetic modern youth. You might have a future in psyops.
風見くん、またあなた余計なことをイリスさんに吹き込んでた。
Yeah, let's see what you can do against me. Right, my bad. Machina, listen up. Sakahi has the right to her own opinion on summification. Her perspective on the world is just as valid as yours. For example, change isn't always a good thing.
ああ、R32 が R33 に進化した時、なんでこんな風になっちゃったのかなって確かに思ったわ。
Wait, what the fuck is that?
何の話よ。
I don't know, but it sounds like one of those military, names, and Amane definitely isn't a pro, right? Where is she?
っていうかさ、そうやって偉そうに言ってるマキナは何かに挑戦するわけ？
Are we just gonna ignore that?
もちろんなのよさ。私はこの夏、サクサク職人を目指すのよ。
I don't know what that is, but wait, what was it?
サクサク職人？何それ？
R32, R33. Let's look things up. R32, R33. It's a engine thing, isn't it? Or is that an actual car model? It is Nissan. Okay. That makes sense for Amani to be talking about. Where was I?
何の話よ。
多分パン職人のことだと思います。
Yep, that's very similar to what happened in her room. Alright, isn't sak that bread that was made from starch from the sago palm tree?
はい、先日マキちゃんとミチル様におやつでベルギーワッフルを作ったのですが、その時にパンケーキの話になりまして。
Neato.
そう、それでパン職人、サゴヤシからでんぷんを取ってサクサクが作れるようになれば、ニューギニアに行っても困らないのよ。
A very specific situation to be preparing for. You have any plans in that regard?
あなた、パプアニューギニアに行く予定でもあるの？
そりゃないけどさ。
The girl's found herself some motivation. No need to be a wet blanket. It's better than idling away the time without any objective whatsoever, wouldn't you say?
それはそうだけれど。 確かに食べ物は重要だよね。料理じゃ
Oh, my bad.
パンが焼けるようになりたいのよさ。
Okay, teach you.
パンか。パンはお店で買うばっかりで、自分で焼いたのは小学校の家庭科で習った時ぐらいかな。
In that case, Machina. How about getting a part-time job at that bakery?
ちょっとだってマキナよ。アルバイトなんてできるの？
Well, Machina, Michu's opinion on the matter seems clear. Tell me, do you agree that it's hopelessly beyond your capabilities?
そんなことないのよ。無理だって思うから無理なのよさ。無理なんて言葉はない。やればできると思えば何だってできるのよ。
Very motivating. Nicely said.
知らないわよ。マキナが現実にぶち当たって挫折しても。
So much the better if she does. If you don't know how to learn from your failures, you'll never succeed. Once a kid's out of elementary school, you need to stop holding their hand all the time, or they'll never grow up. Let them run across and trip and skin their knees. That's how they learn to pick themselves up off the ground.
なんかいいこと言ってる風じゃないのよ。
I can sort of imagine you two with a smug little grin on his face.
さすがは風見さんです。この小峰幸、おしめになうです。
In the unrated version, is she like this most of the time? Or is this a thing that's happening in her route more so? If you get moist this easily, you're going to end up getting mildew down there.
何それ？
Oh, damn! That feels like a burn. Anyway, Machina, having an objective is a laudable thing. Devote yourself to baking this summer, and fly off to Leyte or Luzon or whatever, as your whims direct you.
バッサバッサと羽ばたくのよさ。
And so, with Machina's borderline nonsensical explosion of enthusiasm, our summer vacation began. Having grown, life is truly an admirable thing. Just as I pompously informed Machina, but it's not like I've got any well-defined objective of my own. It's been that way for a long time. I've lived through my days without any clear direction, staying alive for the lack of a better alternative. Every once in a while, someone remembers that I exist and shoves a job onto me. I thought I came to the school in order to change that aimless way of life. Not that I had any idea what sort of change I wanted. I didn't come in with any overblown expectations, just a vague anticipation of something new. With Amane, there definitely is something new. But as it turned out, what changed wasn't so much my purposeless routine. It was the way I viewed the scenery floating past. In other words, my way of thinking itself has changed. Never saw that one coming.
はーい、お昼ご飯の用意できたわよ。
You never see it coming. Okay.
いやー、お腹すいたのよさ。ハングリモングリー。
今日はね、ちらし寿司とクラムチャウダーのスープ。
両方とも大好き。楽しみ。
Sushi on rice with clam chowder. The menus never exactly coherent, but wow, you are taking things to a whole new level of weird.
ごめんね、両方ともマキナのリクエストなのよ。でもちゃんと栄養価は計算してあるから。
よっしゃ、もりもり食おうぜ。
A combination of a very Japanese seafood dish and a very Western soup. It's the culinary equivalent of wearing kimono with combat boots. That would be interesting. But mysteriously, when I actually give it a try, the tastes don't particularly clash. What, the kimono and combat boots? Try it, Yuuji, I'm sure you'll love it. Most likely, Amane's diligent efforts weren't directly solely towards the nutritional front. I'm sure she adjusted the flavor of the two dishes to complement each other. The sushi is lightly seasoned with shiitake mushrooms and other vegetables, all boiled to a pleasant firmness. And the chowder is just salty enough, it's scent reminiscent of the sea. A surprising combo, yes, but the taste is soothing.
おめえな。やっぱアマネーは料理むちゃくちゃ上手な。
Indeed it is. Her mother must have raised her well. Marry a woman like this and you'll never come to regret it. Magina, my friend, I encourage you to learn from her example.
大げさだな。
でもアマネーはどうしても煮物が多くなるのよさ。
Hardly anything to complain about. Gives you that home cooking feel, right? It's like something a mother would make. For me, maternal cooking is associated with memories of canned food. Amane's meals always make me think of the idealized perfect mother I pictured as a child. Her food's comforting somehow. If you have the money to spend, you can get as much exotic gourmet food as you want, but a meal that conveys this sort of simple, earnest warmth is far harder to come by. You know, outside of the inevitable restaurants that sell and create this sort of food. And then again, even Amane is like explicitly going out of her way to cook and change the diet based on people's needs. So, it's probably part of it.
芋がらとかふきとかひじきの煮物とか。なんかお母さんというよりはおばあちゃんの味なのよ。そりゃね、毎日病院で食ってたべっちゃべちゃで味のしないご飯よりは全然美味しいし感謝も。でも若い子は脂っこくって味の濃いものが食べたいものなのよさ。
そんなこと言って、あんた私に隠れて結構食べてるじゃないのよ。この間もリップグロス塗ったみたいに口の周りテッカテカにして帰ってきて何食べたのよ。
コンビニでフライドチキンを少々。
Oh, that's a significant thing.
もう食べるなとは言わないから、食べたらちゃんと言いなさいっていつも言ってるでしょ。
分かってるのよ。
それとあんたはもう少しゆっくり食べなさいよ。ちゃんと噛んでる？
おお、口うるさい母親モードに突入して風向きが怪しくなってきたのよさ。
Wait, yeah, what's that sound? The grating pattern of electronic beef seems to be emerging from the egg-shaped digital pet dangling at Magna's waist. Ah, she has the Tamagotchi thing.
おっと、
方がないな。
Well, she did finish everything on her plate before she ran off. No big deal.
それにしてもあの子がパン屋さんでアルバイトか。心配だな。
Oh, okay. I understand how you feel, but the girl's jumping onto something on her own initiative. That's a good thing, don't you think? All you have to do is take a step back and watch over her affectionately.
それは分かってるんだけどね。私心配しすぎかな。
Maybe. Too much is always relative, but if you're not stopping them from doing things, then a little voice at the side of their ear isn't the worst thing in the world. Magna being the way she is, it'd be stranger if you weren't at least a little concerned, but unless you show some faith at times, it'll undercut her self-esteem and give her an excuse not to try.
そうだね。
It'll be alright. Magna's much more clever than she looks. She'll do well. What's so funny?
なんか私たち父親と母親みたいだよね。
You might be right.
なんかさ、こうして何でもない毎日を普通に過ごせるのって幸せだよね。
Yep, you're definitely not wrong about that. Normal. Right, normality. I had been looking for some dramatic change from the start. I just wanted to find my way into this exact sort of peaceful, commonplace existence. But the ability to appreciate such things is mostly reserved for the elderly. The exception would be those who've been made to realize the value of a normal existence. Early on, my exposure to something worse. Amane, are you? No, it's nothing.
なーに変なユージ。
Come to think of it, the word normal is about as vague as it gets. Normal, typical, average. These are relative points of reference, entirely dependent on your environment. You don't have to kill anyone. No one tries to kill you. No one screams in your ears in the middle of the night. You won't see a corpse rotting inside a train carriage. A moment of pleasure doesn't drag you down to self-loathing and guilt. A moment of misery doesn't lead you to curl up into a ball and weep for forgiveness. Is that what most of us mean when we say the word normal? The absence of such things is probably so. There are people who live with such abnormalities as their normal. Well, the only thing normal about normal is that it's not normal. Average isn't really normal. Nothing is really normal. Living normally is far more difficult than it sounds. It's really only when you get to the extremes when abnormal really becomes abnormal. It's only possible when you found yourself a suitable environment. Someone, someplace, something that enables you to live in peace. My brother came into this school in an attempt to find what I was missing. And now that I think about it, the thing I needed might well have been a woman like you, Amane. Maybe. So, I am going to leave it there for today. Not sure how much longer this is going to go, but that should be good enough for an episode at the very least. Yeah, H scene's so awkward. Unnecessary. You'd at least cut out big aspects of them and leave everything else the same. And the only thing you'd lose is the enjoyment some people are going to get from seeing me suffer. Which is fine. It is what it is. I don't do this that often, nor am I going to do it that often. So, I will see you all next time. Drive safely, everyone.